Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cavanaugh's Corner. Today on the show I'm going to be talking about a box set that I picked up last week that I'm very excited to talk to you about. This is going to be one of these kind of condensed reviews because there's a lot of movies in this set, but this is a set that I heard was coming out, and when I saw that it was for the price that it was, I absolutely had to pick it up. And as you can tell by the image behind me here today, I'm going to be talking about Fast and Furious, the 8-movie collection. This is a huge box set. This thing is incredible. And it was actually only about $60, a little under 60 bucks last week on Amazon. Not sure the price as of the day that this video goes up, but when I saw it was this much, I absolutely had to order it since it has all 8 so far of the Fast and Furious movies on 4K, also on Blu-ray, and the 4K copies of each film on digital. You probably just heard my dog Malau shake over there. Sorry if the camera picked that up, but he's a fluffy boy and he tends to shake a little bit. But anyway, so today I'm going to be talking about the first 4 films in the set, because honestly if I spent a review every day for the next 8 weeks, I think I would probably go crazy, and honestly I'll be reviewing this until Christmas time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to review each of the films, do the first 4 of this video, and then the next video will be the last 4. So today I'm going to be talking about The Fast and the Furious, the first film, Too Fast, Too Furious, which has got to go down in the record books as the worst title of all time, and then Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, and Fast and Furious, which is the 4th film. These movies have such a weird naming structure. I have no idea how, but they are all on here. And the box set, in case you're wondering, is kind of interesting looking. It's kind of a book set, so you can see it has the 4K on one side and the Blu-ray on the other. And you can see they have all the films, and it's a pretty comprehensive set. It actually even has a bonus disc. Now the bonus disc is just a DVD. It's like an old recycled DVD from another set, but they included it. It has some extra special features and everything. But for the most part, the special features are on the secondary disc, which is the standard Blu-ray. And the standard Blu-rays are the old Blu-rays that have been out since like 2013. So they've been out for a while, but again, that's what we got to work with here. I'm really only reviewing the 4K discs because I've seen the standard Blu-rays many years ago. And yeah, so let's start it out. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the picture quality of the first 4 films. Now, the picture quality on the first, second, and 4th film are all fantastic, I have to say. They are the best these movies have ever looked. The picture is clear as can be. The first and second film equally have a very nice filmic look to it, and the 4th film does as well. 4th film is a little bit clearer because it's a more recent film, but the film grain in the first 2 films is not heavy at all. It's actually very light. I couldn't tell any DNR. We'll get to the 3rd movie in a minute. But the first 3, again, I should say the first 2 movies really do look phenomenal. Everything in terms of picture quality looks great. Black levels are basically perfect. I really enjoyed watching the first 2 films and the 4th film as well. So the movies I'm reviewing today, the first 4 films, all have HDR10. And they all, you know, again, do a good job for the movie. The HDR performance on all 4 films looks pretty good, I'd have to say. Colors are way more vibrant and noticeable than they have ever been before. Especially the first and second films. Definitely way more colors than I have ever seen in any of these movies. It really does make the movie look incredible. I was very impressed with the picture quality on those discs. The first and second films, I should say. The second film has a lot more vibrant colors than the first film, but it's still really good to look at. One thing I have to mention, a big standout in the first film is there's a scene where Brian's car, Paul Walker's car, gets shot by the bad guys in that film, and the car blows up, and there's this like amazing fire, and it's actually, part of the fire is green because the nitrous oxide tanks blow up, and it looks like nothing I've ever seen. It really is a spectacular moment to show off your home theater. There's also way more colors in the second film, very vibrant, very beautiful. Really love the look of that second film. The one thing I want to talk about, though, that was very disheartening to me, is, as I mentioned, the first, second, and fourth film look incredible. They all look absolutely beautiful in terms of picture quality. They're all incredible. However, the third film, Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, looks awful. It looks absolutely terrible. It seems like they really DNR'd the crap out of this movie. I cannot state enough how bad that movie looks. I don't know why they did this to this film. It is not a good looking film. Actually, the standard Blu-ray looks better, which is really hard for me to say. Universal, I don't know if they gave that movie off to someone else, but it really does not look great. The picture detail is barely there. And it's noticeable right from the beginning of the film. The colors on Tokyo Drift look fine. Again, you know, HDR is doing its job. But even black levels on Tokyo Drift really do not hold up very well in comparison to the other three films. It's kind of disheartening, but for some reason that movie is always kind of been like the outlier of the franchise, and I think they just didn't want to devote a lot of time to making that movie look as good as the others, which is too bad. But again, that's the one where I'm not fond of the picture quality on that one. Not very good. Now, as for the sound mixes on all the films, they all have an all-new DTS-X sound mix. And I have to say, the sound mixes on all four films that I'm talking about today all sound incredible. They are really well done. Surrounds are working overtime. The bass levels on these movies are heavy, and you really get the thumping and you really get the loud noises of these cars. Dialogue is crisp and clear. It is a very, very loud soundtrack, and I loved it. I loved it on all four films. They all sounded incredible. Big step up from the mixes we got before. Music especially sounds great because they all have their soundtracks. A lot of, you know, licensed music and stuff. Again, very good. Although it was kind of funny rewatching the first two films, because they are definitely soundtracks of their time period. A lot of Limp Bizkit in there. But again, still the audio tracks sound incredible, and I really, really enjoyed them. I thought they were awesome. Again, do I recommend these? I do. I definitely recommend the first two and the fourth film. Tokyo Drift, I cannot recommend as a 4K Blu-ray unless you're a big fan of the film. They really did a bad job DNRing the crap out of it. It just does not hold up at all compared to the other films that I'm talking about today. But I have to say, if you are a fan of these movies, this is definitely worth picking up so far. I really enjoyed it. Again, all the special features have been held over on the standard Blu-rays. And the 4K discs also have commentaries by the directors as well, which I thought was interesting. But overall, so far, the first four films of the Fast and Furious 8 movie collection have been pretty great, except for that third one, that Tokyo Drift. Man, they kind of let that one go by the wayside. But it is what it is. Nothing's ever perfect. However, the other films are as close to perfect as they're going to get. They are awesome. Again, detail level spectacular, HDR is awesome, and the soundtracks are incredible. Very good job, except for that third movie. They really missed the mark on picture quality on that one. So next time you see me, we'll be reviewing the last 4 films in the franchise, starting with Fast 5. We'll do Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, and The Fate of the Furious, or Fast and Furious 8, whatever you want to call it. So we'll be talking about those next time. And again, I'm Andrew Cavanaugh. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.